We are live in between the lines. I'm Jake. We got Jeff right here. He's lighting up a victory cigar. Oh man, what?
Yeah.
We just got through watching the Bears and the Vikings, and I knew he was either going to be very happy or very mad. It looks like he's happy today.
Man, that was a stressful game though, bro. Oh my God, they was taking me through it. I was just man, I said, can we please get another touchdown instead of kicking these punk ass field goals? Man,
Yeah,
goodness gracious, man. I'm just like, oh man, but I'm happy for the win. We in first place all by ourselves, at least for the next few hours. We got to see what Detroit gonna do tonight. But
yeah,
we
yeah,
Detroit. I'm sorry, Minnesota just beat you guys last week. So I'm just like, I said, man, this is gonna be a tough. This is gonna be a tough one in Minnesota. We want revenge from week one because we had that game 1-2 with Minnesota, and they went on 3 straight scoring drives in the fourth quarter. And I'm just like, man, that can't happen this time. That cannot
yeah,
happen again. You know. But Caleb, man,
yeah.
so you watched it was being televised up there, correct?
Yeah, I watched the whole game.
Right. So you seen Caleb getting, escaping those sacks. I mean, he was spinning and more. I'm like, man, this dude, man, he is amazing. But I just hate um the the time frames where we just had the offense is just dead.
Yeah,
The plays were there. We was running the ball well. Swift was looking good. Manungai came in, had some good runs. Colston Loveland came up big on the third down for us, just like he did a few weeks ago against Cincinnati. Um,
yeah.
so
That
man,
the kickoff return was huge.
yeah, that was huge. That was money. That was money. So I was happy just to see that we was able to get in field goal range, and then I'm just sweating everywhere, like everywhere, when we get ready to kick this field goal. My
I
head,
know.
the bottom of my feet, my hands, my back, everything was sweating. My beard was moist.
It's the exact same feeling I had yesterday during the Michigan game when they were lining up to kick that field goal.
Yeah, yeah,
I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
man. I was just like, I do not want to get on our podcast today upset. That's all I kept thinking about. I had this ready. Like I had this ready. I was like, man, I said, I'm pulling this out. I ain't even gonna
Yeah,
tell Jake I'm pulling this out. And man, whoo,
yeah. You very well could end up in first place when it's all said and done by yourselves at the end of the week because it'll be a tough game for Lions tonight. I mean, in Philadelphia, injuries are still mounting up. I don't know if you just saw or not, but Sam Laporta is on the IR, so he's out for at least the next
4
4 games.
games. Wow.
Yeah,
When did that happen? Did he get hurt in
yeah.
practice or
I don't. I don't know. I don't because I'm pretty sure he played last week.
right?
It's a back injury. I mean, I saw that they said he was questionable because of the back and limited in practice, but they just announced the IR yesterday. So I don't
Wow.
know,
Yeah,
but
man.
that's a big
So
loss.
yeah, it is. But I am not apologizing for no wins in the NFL because all of them are hard to come by. I know the first half of our schedule was, I don't want to say weak, but it was okay. But the next 7 games are tough, and I'm just
Yeah,
hoping to win 3 of them. Just three
yeah,
of them. I want 10 wins. We sitting at 7-3. There's no reason why we shouldn't get 10 wins.
yeah, yeah. Like you said, there's no need to apologize for any wins in the NFL. It's the NFL. You've got to win games. Like I said, you get teams like Buffalo losing to Miami last week. You've got to come to play.
Yeah.
You just got to come to play. So I mean, like I said, the Lions should have beat Minnesota last week or 2 weeks ago. They didn't at home. So there's no easy games. You got to come to play. You got to treat every game like it means something because NFL players are NFL players. So I mean, did you see today? Oh, go ahead. The Did you see today what the Jacksonville did to the Chargers?
Are you telling me? No, I didn't see. I was so locked into this game. The Chargers lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Last I saw it was 35-6.
What?
Yeah, so I guess
Whoa.
I haven't seen the final yet, but it's just like I said, you never know what's going to happen in the NFL.
35-6 is the final.
Yeah, like I said, that was just craziness.
And I was pulling for the Giants, man. The Giants was in that game against the Packers, bro. I was like, oh man, this is. But I think Jameis threw a pick or something, if I seen that correctly, at the end.
You could almost say that at any point in any game that he plays and be correct.
Oh, man.
He throws a lot of yards, he throws a lot of touchdowns, but he throws a lot of picks.
Yeah,
he just goes out and gunslings.
Yeah, when he was in Tampa the year before Brady came, I was like, man, this dude needs some glasses. Like, I was like, man, he needs to go to the eye doctor, man, because he was just throwing. I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, he had a ton of touchdowns that year too, though. But it was like 38 touchdowns, 31 interceptions. It was wild.
Yeah, Brady went to that was a good team down there. Did you I sent you my picks, man. Did you do your picks?
I didn't do them. I had to do yard work today, and then
man, that was the reason I sent it to you.
I got it. Well, it was not just yard work. It was also we had some aunts in town from Pittsburgh, and we had a brunch that we had to go to as well. So I got them while we were at the brunch. So I actually posted them. I posted them on your picks. I posted your picks on YouTube just so they were posted there.
Okay, okay.
But no, I didn't make mine picks. Like I said, I just didn't have time because we had to be there at like 10. Amy wanted to do some stuff that we've been putting off. And then she made me get the Christmas decorations out early this year. When do you put your Christmas decorations up? Do you do Christmas decorations?
Typically, we do it December 1st. And
December 1st?
And then take them down on, New Year's Day. So a solid 30 days. But this year, we're going to do it a little sooner. Before Thanksgiving, we're going to have the tree up. Actually, I'm going to get the tree out of the basement today.
So we have always, and I guess it was always with my family too, we always do it either like the day after Thanksgiving or that weekend after Thanksgiving is when we start getting them out. But I mean, we have so many Christmas decorations. It's not just to put them up in one day type of thing. It's a process. But Amy will keep Christmas decorations up all year if I'd let her. I mean, it's slowly getting longer every year when we take them down. I want to say that I finally had them taken down last year in April. It was like right before spring break. It was like we got to take them down.
Wait a minute, hold on. So are they when they stay up like that? Are y'all like still turning on the lights and everything, or they just still up?
They just still up.
Oh,
just still
okay.
up. We don't keep the lights on after January, but like I said, I was always kind of like growing up, kind of like you were, like you just said, last weekend after Thanksgiving for sure.
Right.
And then we would try to take them down like New Year's, that first week of January. I mean, with Amy, we've never taken them down before February ever. But like I said, it's slowly getting longer and longer. But she would absolutely keep it up all year. She just loves it. And so this year she had made some comments about getting them out early, and so I actually got them out last weekend for her. And so like I said, she got most of them up throughout the week this week. So I just had all these bins and bags and stuff like
Right.
that's been just sitting in our living room and dining room. So I got those put away today too. But then got everything done before 1 so I could sit down and watch that game. But
Okay.
yeah, so we got our Christmas decorations up. We don't have any outside decorations up. We probably won't do that till after Thanksgiving, but the indoor she decorates pretty extensively though for indoor. I mean, it's my kids are turning into it too. Like my son went and was like, I want to decorate my room, and it was like, can we go to the store and get some stuff? So he's got like a little Christmas tree up in his room. He's got a couple nutcrackers and a snowman and lights, and it's like, dang, I didn't do stuff like that when I was a kid.
Right.
He's got that Christmas spirit, I guess.
Okay.
Well, whatever. It makes the wife happy. Oh, bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Did you check out those games yesterday? I know you watched the Michigan game.
Oh yeah. That was a bittersweet game for me. I hate when Michigan play my hometown. You
Yeah.
know, the only reason that I pull for Michigan against those teams is because I know those teams don't really have a shot at, you know, winning it all.
Right. Winning it
Northwestern,
all. Yeah.
yeah, Northwestern, Illinois. I love Northwestern, man. I love how tough they play Michigan every time. They play. It's never an easy win for Michigan when they play Northwestern.
No, and I was me and my brother-in-law were talking about that going into the game. I've said it for a couple weeks now that is not going to be an easy game. Heading over there to play them, they always play us well. They're a solid team this year, and like I said, I didn't even realize it until they said it before the game. I mean, they were playing for bowl eligibility. Their next win is bowl eligible, so it meant something for them too. And quite frankly, I don't know how Michigan won the game.
Yeah,
Don't know how he. I don't know how they won the game. They were 5 turnovers with no takeaways, so they were down 5 in the turnover department. 2 missed field goals. I don't know how many times that's happened in a game where
yeah.
you're -5 in the turnover category and miss a couple of field goals and you
Yeah.
win the game on the
I
road.
think that Bryce threw what, two interceptions on back-to-back
2
possessions, right?
Yeah, it was. And both of them were bad reads. I mean, both of them were bad reads. He had actually had a pretty good game up to that point,
He did.
and so
Was
I
he
was,
like 10 for his first 10, I think,
yeah,
passes?
and I mean, yeah, he had 200 something yards in the first half. He was accurate. He was making the right reads, and then yeah, that first interception wasn't good, and the second one was really bad. I mean, even the commentator was like, this was an RPO. It's a simple RPO. You read the safety. If the safety does this, you don't throw it. And the safety didn't do that, and he threw it right to the safety. And so it was like, oh, now he's rattled. And then Jordan Marshall gets hurt, and I'm like, oh my God, this is turning into a nightmare. But then he did a pretty good job leading him on that drive at the end of the game to get it. So I mean, we got to see a little something from him there. But I tell you what, Andrew Marsh, he's a legit wide receiver.
Yeah. He's nice. He's
Yeah, he's
nice.
nice.
Ju-
Samaj
so
Morgan, though,
so Justice Haynes, he is out until the Ohio State game. At least that's the word right now.
I think he's out even for the Ohio State game. I think he's done for the season, from what I'm hearing. I did hear the initial thing on Jordan Marshall was negative, so it's not anything serious on him. But I would be surprised if he played next week. But the good thing is those other 2 running backs, the freshman and the other guy, came in and ran well. Thankfully, I mean, that helped. But I mean, I don't know if you were paying attention to it, but man, both teams were sticking.
Yeah, they was
game.
hitting hard. Pause.
Man, they were popping each other. Yeah.
They was. It was a hard hitting game for sure. That was
Yeah, it
big.
was.
Like I said yesterday, And the clip that I sent you, I mean, that was Big Ten at its finest. I mean, really,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, it was.
yeah, it was a good
Same
game.
same thing. I was watching the USC and Iowa game, and those boys, they were popping each other too. They were popping each other too. The one that blew me away, same thing. We went to a brunch yesterday, and I saw at halftime that South Carolina was beating Texas A&M 30-3. Did you see that?
I didn't watch. I didn't. Oh yeah. Because I thought
It
Texas
was
A&M was going about to lose that game. I was just like, oh my god, I can't believe this is happening.
They
But
came back and pitched a shutout. And they had to play an absolutely perfect second half, and they did. They ended up winning 31-30. But that was crazy. I mean, I was already blown away that I was like, I can't believe the number 3 team in the country right now is down by 27 points at halftime to South Carolina. And then as I'm paying attention, watching the other games, all of a sudden I start seeing it's like, oh, they're creeping. Oh, they're creeping. Oh, they won. That was
yeah,
a pretty big deal.
yeah. Alabama lost to Oklahoma. They was
Yeah,
the
I
number
watched that
4
one.
seed.
Yeah, I
Um,
watched that one. That was a good one too.
yeah. So yeah, it
You
was a
know,
good day in college yesterday.
it's funny though. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about Sharon Moore, and like I said, I don't love what he's doing. He's a great recruiter, but I can see some of the complaints. But I hear a bunch of people talking about firing him this, firing him that. I'm not in that camp. I don't say fire this, but somebody brought up a great point this morning. They're like, they're being pretty rough on him right now. When you think that he's got a true freshman quarterback that's 18 years old, he's got 6 freshmen starting on the offensive
And just
on
turned
offense.
18. That's your
Yeah,
point.
and,
Just turned
and
18.
they're the youngest team in the Big Ten, and they are now
7-2.
7-2 or 7-2. And their 2 losses are at Oklahoma, at USC, both ranked teams right now. So it's like, give them a little bit of credit here. They're winning games with a
That's
young team.
yeah, that's totally unfair to be on Shamar Moore like that. I don't
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense to me. They winning
See,
games.
they're winning games with a young team. I
Hmm.
said Bryce is out there still learning, but they are extremely young. He's got more great recruits coming in next year, and I mean, said to me, I think
And beat
what he's
Ohio
doing,
State last season in Ohio State. I mean, come on.
and, beat Alabama last year. They beat
Twice
Alabama. Yeah, they
in the
beat
same
Alabama, and
calendar year.
yeah. So I mean, like I said, yeah, I think he's getting a little bit of unfair criticism, but I think we're living in such a different era now because said everything is like I said. If they win next week, even if they lose to Ohio State and end up 9-3, I think that's a good season.
Mm-hmm.
9-3, a good season. Your 3 losses are against ranked teams. That's a good season, and everybody's making it seem like, oh, this is the worst thing ever. You know what I mean? I think people are just too complaining about everything nowadays. I mean,
Me
it's
personally, I really think he's following the same blueprint that Jim Harbaugh left. They
yeah,
running the ball. They running the ball very well. The defense is. They say the defense is really not too much different from when Mentor was there. Uh,
yeah.
I think it's just a young team, like you said. They young. You got a bunch of freshmen playing everywhere. I think in the next year or two, they will be competing for another national championship.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, it's funny because you mean they have the same record right now as Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama was just the number 4 team in the country, and everybody thinks they're fantastic. And I mean, if you look at Alabama's 2 losses, one of those losses is to Oklahoma, but at home, not on the road. And then their other losses to Florida State. I mean, it's like whose losses are more impressive? It's like Michigan's 2 road games against ranked teams. I mean, there's an argument there. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
so. And then I was talking to my brother-in-law about it yesterday. There's some interesting things that can play out. Like I said, I was originally thinking, if Michigan beats Ohio State, right, ends up 10-2, that doesn't guarantee them the Big Ten championship game right now. There's still some other things that have to happen. I think USC is going to have to lose the game. I think USC will have to lose to Oregon next week for that to happen.
I'm still forgetting that they in the Big Ten, but go ahead.
Yeah. So they play next week. So right now, the top 4, it's Ohio State, Indiana, Oregon, USC. So if Indiana wins out, they're in no matter what. If Michigan beats Ohio State, we overtake Ohio State and go to the 3rd spot. But if Oregon's in there and USC's in there, if USC beats Oregon, then USC is going to be that spot. If Oregon wins, it might have been something else too, or maybe Oregon had to lose a game too. But either way, if we don't, say everything happens that we get in, say it's us and Indiana in the Big Ten championship. What if we get blown out by Indiana in the Big Ten championship? Then do we make the playoffs at that point with 3 losses?
I doubt it.
Right.
I doubt it. It's too many other teams.
But if we don't make the playoff, or if we don't make the Big Ten championship game, but just beat Ohio State and end up at 10-2, we're in now, right? Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that's an interesting point. That's interesting.
I mean, if they go and beat Ohio State and they're 10-2 at that point, beat Ohio State, they're definitely one of those top 16 teams or top 12 teams, because they're like 16, 17 right now, something like that. You definitely think that would have to be considered one of the top 12 teams.
Right.
But then if you lose in a championship game and you have 3 losses, then it's hard to justify a 3-loss Big Ten team getting in there. You know what I mean? Like it could put a huge monkey wrench in a bunch of stuff. So it's one of those things that, as a Michigan fan, of course you want to go and play in the Big Ten championship and win the Big Ten championship game.
Mm-hmm. Real quick, the Carolina Panthers just beat the Falcons in overtime. The Bills put a whooping on the Bucks.
Yeah, that was a competitive game. It was competitive. It was a high-scoring game. It was like 44-30 something.
44-32.
Yeah, it was a competitive game.
Yeah, I picked them in the vid. It was kind of tough for me because the Bucks, they're not a pushover, so I didn't know how that was going to go. But I went.
I think the Bucks are tough.
Yeah. The Texans and the Titans, that was just kind of a pick 'em for me. I didn't, but yeah, I just had to put that out there because I was kind of following that game.
Carolina's got 6 wins now.
What, Bryce Young?
That's kind of wild, though, isn't it? I mean, you think of the Carolina Panthers, you think not a very good team, but 6-5, that's a pretty solid start halfway through the season.
Yeah. This is my favorite time of the year, man. It's just game.
There's
after
a lot
game.
going on.
Yeah.
There's some good games on right now. Denver and Kansas City, and Denver, that's going to be a good one. And then Seattle and the Rams. I think that's a hell of a game right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna tune into after we finish up.
Yeah, because I was just telling you last week that I hadn't really seen the Seattle play. I keep forgetting about them. So yeah, I'm gonna check that one out too.
Yeah, for sure. So what do you think about tonight, man? How do you like your chances to knock off Philly? In Philly.
I still think that if we play our game, I still think we're one of the best teams out there. if we play our game. But like I said, I've seen it a couple times this year where we ain't looking like us. So I feel like they're going to come ready to play. Philly offensively doesn't necessarily scare me. I don't feel like I don't feel like they're going to put up a ton of points. It's a matter of whether or not we can put up some points or not. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. I mean, we still do have a lot of weapons. Like I said, I know Laporta being out hurts. Our other tight end, Brock Wright, he's had some good games. He's a solid tight end. We'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping for a win. To me, it's a big game. It's a game I had circled on the calendar all year. I mean, to me, that's the measuring stick right there in the NFC is Philadelphia. They're one of those. They're kind of like last year, like Kansas City was, where they're winning a lot of close games. You know what I mean? They're just a tough team. They know how to win. They've got championship pedigree, so they know how to win. So if you can get a win against Philly on the road, that's a huge win. So I hope it's good. Like I said, especially since it's a Sunday night game, nothing pisses me off more than staying up late on a work night and then losing when it's all said and done, because then I can't fall asleep right afterwards either.
Right.
And pissed. Like I said, if they win, I still can't fall asleep because I'm happy, but I'm not pissed. So it's it's a whole different feeling. So I'm hoping, like I said, I'm going to have to miss my Welcome to Dairy show tonight because of it, but I'm sure you'll watch that and let me know how it went.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we got to play Philly on Black Friday.
Okay.
So, we got Pittsburgh this coming week. Pittsburgh and then Philly.
I don't know if you saw or not, but I didn't see what happened, but something happened to Aaron Rodgers in their game today. I don't know how serious it was, but they put the backup in.
Oh.
So, like I said, I don't know how serious it was. I don't know if Rodgers came back. I just remember seeing a game break saying that the backup was in. Aaron Rodgers had some undisclosed injury. So I don't know.
They put a whooping on the Bengals too.
Yeah. So that'll be something to pay attention to.
Okay. Let me see. What other Dolphins beat the Commanders. Dolphins won 2 straight. And the Thursday night game was the Pats and the Jets. Do it kind of feel like the Pats are back to you?
We talked about this the last 2 weeks. They're one of those surprise teams. You said that you weren't surprised, actually. They're good. I mean, Drake May looks like he's going to be a solid quarterback. That running back is good. Henderson. They're playing solid defense. They're a tough team, which they get from that coach. Yeah, I kind of feel like they're back. I mean, are they 6 Super Bowl back? They're not that back, but they're a team that people don't want to play right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree. Well, I don't know if we talked about the Bears or not, but they 7-3 right now in first place.
Yeah. Who we talking about?
My goodness, man. This is a good season, bro. We having a good season.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I was wanting Minnesota to win today,
right?
For selfish Lions reasons, obviously.
Understood.
But I just feel like this whole podcast would have been so somber if they would have lost today, especially at the last second like that. Man. I feel like we'd have a whole different vibe today if that was the case. So for that reason, I'm kind of glad. Well, you know, I'm looking at the team to the right of that. I'd be amiss if I didn't talk a little bit about my Pistons today.
Y'all looking pretty good.
Well, you know, it's crazy. So, you know, who did they play? They played 3 games ago. Oh, they were playing the Wizards, and the Wizards aren't good. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Wizards were like 1-11 or something like that, and Wizards were whooping them. And we came back and we ended up tying it up hit a last second shot to tie it up to go into overtime. Cade Cunningham took a nasty fall where it looked like he was out. and
Yeah.
he ended up coming back in, playing overtime, and they won in overtime. Big win, you know. He ended up with he ended up with a 46-point triple double. I mean, he took like 40 shots as well, but either way, they won that game. So then that next game was against the Bulls, which I had said, you know, I'm kind of excited about that. That's who we lost to at the beginning of the season. Bulls were looking good. Then I turn it on, and Cade Cunningham wasn't playing because of the back injury. Jalen Duren wasn't playing. Oscar Thompson wasn't playing. Isaiah Stewart wasn't playing. We were without 6 of our top 7 guys, including our top 4 scorers. So I was like, oh, good Lord. And they went out there and beat the Bulls. And I was like, holy cow. Well, then the next game, 2 days later, they play Philadelphia, who was also a solid team. Same thing. Out all those players. I mean, they were playing guys that I didn't even know were on the team. Dennis Jenkins, something, Javonte Green, something like that. One of those guys is on a 2-way contract, meaning like he plays for the G League team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're talking about guys that when you look at they have their starting 5, then they have their second 5, and they have their third 5. All the players in that third 5 are the ones that are playing in these games, and they went out and beat Philadelphia too. So they have won those last 2 games without their top 5 players. I agree. It's funny because I saw something the other day that Bleacher Report was like grading every team starting 5, and they gave like the Pistons a D.
Wow.
And it's like, what are you talking about? They're the best record in the East right now. Cade Cunningham is one of the best players in basketball. Jalen Duren's going to be an all-star this year. I still think they're not getting a whole lot of respect, and I think they're a solid team this year. Like
Well,
I said,
we already won our championship. We started out 5-0, and now we're 6-5.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened with them. They were so happy with them 5 straight wins, and they just said screw the rest of the season.
Well, I'm just to the point right now. Every year you start hearing about trades and trade this, trade that. Like, you know, they're talking about blowing Dallas up right now and trading Anthony Davis and Klay Thompson and all this other stuff. And I keep hearing the Pistons' name mentioned, all these different things, and I don't want them to make any trades right now.
Like sometimes the best trade is the one you don't make.
Yeah, because to me, how I'm looking at it, I like all their bench players. Their bench players are getting minutes right now because of some of the injuries. We haven't had Jaden Ivey back yet, and he's set to come back within the next week or 2. And I think he's a phenomenal player. So once he comes back, I don't want him to make any moves.
I think it's way too early to be talking about trades. So honestly, see what you got. Well, you know, I mean, we 11 games into the season.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's still a lot of basketball to be played, man. So I don't know. Unless it's a team out there that's just trying to unload a superstar or a star for whatever reason, you know, then I would jump on it. But if I was the Pistons right now, I wouldn't be actively searching for a trade.
Nope. Like I said, I agree because the players that everybody wants in these trades are like Jalen Duren and Isaiah Stewart, and I love those 2 guys. Like Isaiah Stewart to me is like old school Detroit Piston bad boy. He's out there. He's a bully. He's out there protecting people. He's hard foul. He's a defensive stopper. He can actually shoot threes now. I mean, to me, he's what that whole Detroit mentality is all about. And if we lost him, I'd be very upset about that. Like I said, unless it's to get somebody like Giannis or Luka Doncic or something like that. But yeah, like I said, the only other move that I would like to see them make, because there's still some speculation about it, is they're still talking about Malik Beasley being able to be signed this year. Just because he was on our team last year, and the only reason we didn't sign him was because of some of those gambling allegations. But from my understanding, he's been cleared federally. They're still doing an NBA investigation on him, but he's been cleared federally. So like I said, they still have the cap space to sign him, even if it's just a 1-year veteran minimum. And he sounds like he wants to play in Detroit. I'd be fine with that move. Good 3-point shooter that everybody on the team likes. But other than that, let's not make any moves. Right now we're the best team in the East.
Right.
With what we have, and we haven't even really got to see our full potential with our lineup. So
Yeah. I agree. Leave it alone. Yeah. Unless, like I said, unless it's a team out there just trying to unload somebody. Right now, the only way, if I was the Pistons, if I was the Pistons, the only way I'd be searching for a trade is if you had some type of bad injury.
yeah, I mean, that always changes things for sure.
Yeah,
Like I said,
yeah,
if somebody gets hurt that you need a player, that's a different situation. How we're currently set up, no, I think we're good. Like I said, to me, let's keep some of these assets. Like I said, if we can make some type of splash in the free agent market in a year or two, like I said, for one of those guys like a Giannis or something like that. Other than that, no, I'm good.
yeah.
Absolutely good.
Okay. What else we got? I'm just happy about the Bears, man. I mean, I'm just we 7-3, bro. Nobody expected us, including myself, expected us to be 7-3 at this point of the season.
100% agree. 100% agree. You should be happy. Like I said, I can't dog you for that. You should be happy. Like I said, I'm just hoping that we're still tied with you after tonight myself. But I can think of something though. I just saw that your favorite boxer just got a new match.
Who?
Jake Paul.
What?
Jake Paul. You see Jake Paul's fighting Anthony Joshua in December.
What happened with him fighting Jake Paul fighting it got
Tank.
canceled. Yeah, Tank. What happened with that?
So I'm not quite sure exactly what happened with it. I don't know if it just couldn't get figured out because of such a huge weight difference. I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened. I just know it fell through. But from what I was reading, like they had to do something because there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, okay, now he's going to fight Anthony Joshua." That's actually legit. Like I said, that's somebody that's still a stud professional fighter. He's actually bigger than Jake. I mean, it's one of those like he could kill Jake Paul. So it's like it's one
Right.
of those. So what they were saying was, this is all through Netflix. They think that Netflix already paid Jake Paul, so he had to fight somebody. So they had to get somebody in there, and that was like the option. But they're still saying they'll be interested to see if there's still some type of stipulations. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they have to be down to this weight, or it's only going to be 1 minute rounds, or something crazy like that. But if it's a legit, fight them at the fight at the weight you guys are at, and 3-minute rounds and all that kind of stuff, that'll be the first legitimate time he's fought somebody to me. Because even the Tank Davis, when Gervonta Davis is a stud, good boxer, but he's still 40 or 50 pounds lighter
Then
than
Jake
Jake
Paul.
Paul.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like Jake Paul's a bum. I mean, Jake Paul's is he can fight. But like I said, that's the thing. He's either fought people that are way smaller than him, or he's fighting MMA fighters in only boxing, or he's fighting people that are way older, like way past their prime. So that's the only boxer that he fought that was still like in his prime and same weight class was Fury's brother, and Fury's brother beat him.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. I'll give him some credit even if he gets destroyed in this next one. So, but I know that's your favorite boxer of all time.
Far from it. Far from it.
But yeah, that's coming up in December. That's the only other thing I can think of right now.
Okay. All right. What's the keys to the Lions win tonight?
They've got to score. I think they need to Get Jahmyr Gibbs active, both running the ball and catching the ball. He needs to be dynamic. They can't turn the ball over, and they have to not get penalized. I think if they can limit the penalties, no turnovers, and get Jahmyr Gibbs involved, I think they can win the game.
Okay. I think the keys for the Lions win tonight is simple. Stop Saquon Barkley. Make Jalen Hurts beat you. Keys for Philly to win tonight. They got to stop the big plays from Detroit. You know, those big explosive plays from like Gibbs, and they need to slow the game down because Detroit like to play fast. You know, like I said, they like those big plays. If they can limit those big plays, they can beat Detroit. So I think it's going to be a good game. I'm going to have my popcorn ready. And I am rooting for the Philadelphia Eagles tonight.
Right, I get you. I got you.
For selfish reasons. You know, we'll be in first place all by ourselves, but I want to see a good game, man. If y'all win, kudos to y'all. It'll just be fun that Detroit and Chicago is tied for first place in the NFL, man. That's exciting in itself. And hopefully, you know, the last game of the season, we talked about this before, you know, that if it's still going the way it's going now, and you know, we tied or, you know, a 1-game separation towards the end of the season, at the end of the regular season, that's gonna be pretty fun. It's gonna be fun to watch. And like I say, we need to set up something special for that game if it's still going the way it's going. And
Sure.
that's in Chicago too.
Oh yeah, so it'll be cold. But yeah, it could. I mean, the conference could be on the line. The division could be on the line. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm hoping that'd be fun.
And y'all lost to Green Bay, right? Did you guys lose to Green Bay? Oh, you beat Green Bay.
Yeah. No, we lost to Green Bay first game of the season at Green Bay. We play them on Thanksgiving again.
So I know y'all looking for revenge on that one for sure.
Yes. For sure.
Who is the best quarterback in our division?
In our division? Like, I think it's Jared Goff.
Stop it.
Who do you think's better than Jared Goff in our division?
Caleb.
Get out of here.
Come on, man. Caleb better than Goff. Caleb is better than Jared Goff.
No, that's crazy talk. You don't have a single stat that will support that.
It ain't about stats. It's Jared. Come on, man. You know Caleb Williams better than Jared Goff. He better than McCartney, and he better than Jordan Love.
I agree that he's better than McCartney right now. I'm not going to say he's better than Jordan Love right now.
Yeah, he better than Love.
Probably, but maybe. It's close.
But you think Jared Goff is the best quarterback in the division?
Absolutely.
And you saying it with a straight face.
I don't even think it's close, Dax, to be honest with you.
He said he don't think it's close.
Nope. Do I think that Caleb Williams could end up being better than Jared Goff? Yes. But, I mean, not this year.
Okay. All righty. Well, we just going to have to prove you wrong there, buddy.
Well, good luck with that. But like I said, I don't even think it's close, to be honest with you.
Hey, you don't think Caleb Williams has
a long way to go before he gets up to there. I think Jared Goff's one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the NFL. But I said, I think he's a top 10 quarterback in the NFL overall. And I don't think Caleb Williams is in the top 10.
Okay, you said top 10. Let's go over that real quick before we end this. Okay, so we're going to start with the AFC East. You got Drake May, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's in the top 10.
Okay, I'm not even going to talk about Tua and Fields. Pittsburgh, you got Aaron Rodgers, Fields.
Who was the last one you said?
Fields, Justin Fields.
Okay. Yep, okay.
AFC North, you got Pittsburgh and Baltimore, and when healthy, Joe Burrow.
I think
Smoking
all
Joe.
three of them. I think all three of them are still in the top 10.
Okay. So that we have 4. That's 4 quarterbacks. AFC
divisions.
South. Yep. You got Indiana Jones. You got Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, CJ Stroud, and the rookie in Tennessee, Cam Ward.
I think you can make an argument for Indiana Jones, but just off this season alone. But I don't know that I'll put him.
Okay, so we still sitting at 4.
We'll say it 4. I mean, I think Indiana Jones is better than Caleb Williams, but I don't know that I'm putting him 10 yet.
Okay. Denver got Bo Nix. You got Justin Herbert and LA. Patrick Mahomes. We know Patrick Mahomes.
I put Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert in the top 10.
Okay, so we are 6. Philadelphia.
I put Jalen Hurts in the top 10. He's
7.
probably like at 10.
Okay, 7. We got Dallas. You got Dak.
Yep.
Okay, that's 8. Washington.
You can make an argument for Jaden Daniels. I'm not going to put him in there yet.
Okay. Jackson Dart. All right.
Not going to put him in there yet.
Okay, so we just went over our division. So you,
I got Goff in there. I got Goff in the top 10, so we're at 9.
Baker Mayfield, Tampa Bay.
I think so. Yes.
That's 10.
Okay. So then we still got Matthew Stafford that I'm thinking of off the top of my head.
Sam Darnold.
So maybe I'm not going to put him in the top 10. He's close. But I'm putting Sam Darnold ahead of Caleb Williams.
Okay. Brock Purdy.
I'm not going to put him in the top 10.
Okay. I ain't going to argue it. I'm not going to argue it right now. I'll let you have it.
Yeah. Like I said, do I think that he has the potential to be in the top 10? Yes. And he's playing good this year. Like I said, I'm not going to say he's not playing good this year. He's playing good this year. But as you've already said too, though, he's played a pretty weak schedule thus far. So like I said, we'll see how the rest of the season goes. Like I said, but I have nothing negative to say about him right now. Nothing negative to say about him. It's not negative to say that he's not a top 10 quarterback in his second year ever.
Right. I got you. But boy, when that third and fourth one come, I think once he get comfortable in this offense and him and Ben Johnson continue to, grow, I think it could be dangerous. I really do.
The potential is there. Like I said, I'm not gonna say that the potential is not there. Like I said, the things that I disliked at him weren't football related; they were non-football related. But it had more to do with how they were saying he was at football. Like I said, I just thought it was overstated. But like I said, the talent's there. There's no question that he's talented quarterback. We'll see how he continues to grow. Like I said, he's done well. He's done well. I thought after last year that it was a potential that, oh man, he might be a bust.
Yeah.
But no, he's not looking like a bust right now. But like I said, I'm still going back to, like, with all my negativity for him, like I said, it still goes back to pre-draft. That a generational talent. Nobody would never seen anybody like him before. First rookie. This is gonna be the first rookie that goes and wins the Super Bowl. All those kind of talks. That's what I'm still. When I talk negative about Caleb Williams, that's what I'm still thinking of.
Right.
But
So you don't think he's a generational talent?
No, I don't think he's. When we're all said and done, it's going to be like, oh, that's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. No, I don't think that's going to. I do not think that that's going to happen.
Okay.
Will he maybe make a Pro Bowl here and there? Yeah, he might. He could potentially, especially with Ben Johnson calling the plays and some weapons. Yeah, he could be a Pro Bowl quarterback. He could even end up being a Hall of Fame quarterback. But like I said, when you start talking about generational, that's when you start talking about, top 5, top 10 of all time.
Okay, I got you. Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, we will. All right. You want to get to go watching these other games?
Oh yeah. I'm about to tune in. Like I said, I'm about to change to this Rams and Seahawks game. And there was one more.
So Kansas City and Denver's playing right now.
Yeah. That one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be flipping back and forth.
Okay. All right. Well, lead us out then.
I'm about to lead y'all out with a bad win, baby. A bad win. We 7-3 in first place. Don't you forget it. Check us out on all platforms, and I mean all platforms: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you name it, we own it. Continue to tune in, like, subscribe, share. We talking about sports, baby. That's what we do. In between the lines. Go blue, bear down, and whatever the Lions say.
All right.
Yeah.
Until next week, guys. Check us out.
Yeah.
Good job to your Bears tonight. Good job to your Bears.
Yes, sir.
The Lions.
All right.